Hey, what's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? Episode number 264, Drink It Till You podcast, the only podcast that lasts until the last drop. How the hell is your Sunday going / early Monday morning after all the festivities? How the hell was your week? Hope everybody's okay. I hope you're safe out there. First podcast of 2025. Saturday was my 7-year anniversary for doing this show. Yay me. Go me. It's been a lot of fun. I plan on 7 more years of this nonsense, of this fuckery. It's been awesome, man. You know, it's been a lot of fun, and I haven't missed a single episode in 7 years, man. Which, you know, it kind of sounds bigger than it is in a way. Because it's only 30 minutes every week. You know, if it was like hours every week and I hadn't missed an episode in 7 years, it'd look a lot more impressive. But still, in 7 years, haven't missed an episode. This is through the pandemic. This is through the birth of my daughter, through sickness, through exhaustion, through the summer, through the winter. I mean, all kinds of just whatever the weather is. It doesn't matter. Yeah, 7 years, man, and it feels awesome. I'm going to keep going. I don't think I'm going to... I just love being on here. I love doing what I do. You know, I see all these come to the podcast movement, buy tickets, and how to monetize your podcast, and how to grow your podcast videos everywhere. I never spend a single second on any of those because I really don't give a shit. If 0 people listen or 1,000 people, I'm still going to do it. Like, that's just the way it is. Like, somebody said the other day, you know how people get on video games. They try to talk shit. They try to use anything against you. Someone's like, yeah, no one cares about your podcast. And I was like, you know, it's just, I thought of so many things to say in the moment that I didn't say. Because I really don't give a shit. Like, I don't care if you listen. I don't care if no one ever listens. I'm going to keep doing them. I'm going to keep uploading, like, regardless. It's fun for me. It's a creative outlet. But yeah, like, I should care what some, I don't know, fucking 20-something-year-old living in his mom's house, sitting in his own feces, thinks about my podcast. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you hate it. I really don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. I love to do it. Yeah, dude, I don't, there was a point in time where I did, like, hardcore after every episode, after every upload. I would, you know, post to all the social media platforms, try to be engaging. Dude, look at my Instagram. Those pictures are from, like, 2 years ago. I gave up on that shit, because I really don't care. I'm not trying to grow it. This has gone further than I ever thought it would, so I'm content. I don't care. I'm not looking for listens. I'm not begging for listens, you know. I will, you know, tell you to send it to your friends or, you know, tell them to subscribe. That's about as far as I'm going. That's where the advertisement part of me ends. So yeah, 7 years as of Saturday, I've been doing this podcast, and I do love it. I love doing it. It's kind of going to be different 2025. Well, not kinda. It is going to be different 2025. Old Chris went to the doctor, and she didn't make me. She didn't tell me. She didn't demand that I stop drinking, but it was highly, highly recommended. We'll just say it that way. And I'm going to do it. I'm done drinking. I'm going to say forever, just to make it easy for myself, so I'm not like, okay, in 3 months, and then you're counting the fuck all that. I don't want to do that. So I'm saying forever. You're probably asking yourself, how can the show go on, Chris? It's a drinking podcast. How can you... You guys are going to have to take over for me at this point, dude. And, you know, a lot of this stuff going on with me medically is as a result of living through my 20s and drinking my face off. You know, some of you might not believe that, because what do? I come on here and I'm like, ooh, a Bud Light seltzer. I'm going to have one of these. That's very, that's just a starter if I'm in my 20s. That's just a pregame if I'm in my 20s. And we're staying at the bar all night. Just being, being bad. Hurting your body. And it's caught up now. Not to say, I'm not going to die or anything. It's just about getting, everything going on the right track. I was low on some vitamins and stuff. It's just the whole thing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not drinking anymore. You might be asking what I'm drinking tonight. I do have my pink lemonade, minus the vodka. Good thing I love pink lemonade. But yeah, I can't drink anymore. And I've always said, starting this show, I have tons of friends that are straight edge. You know what I mean? Like that don't drink, don't smoke, don't do anything. So even having them on the podcast wouldn't be an issue. Like, just drink a cup of water or something, or whatever you like. If you like blue Gatorade, bring that with you. It's more about the camaraderie than than getting drunk, which I am going to miss for a long time. Cracking open a beer, or like the winter time now is like the perfect time. I love drinking Shiner during the winter. It's just so heavy and filling. It's like perfect. It warms the bones properly. But yeah, I can't drink anymore. I'm making that rule on myself. Like I said, the doctor didn't. She just suggested, And I love my daughter and want to be here for her more than I love to drink. So that's what it boils down to. Being here for your kids. You gotta do it. If I was a hardcore smoker, it would have come to a certain time where the doctor was going to tell me I have to stop smoking, or otherwise I'm not going to see my kids it's luckily I kicked that years ago. But the drinking, I'm just basically going to be a saint hosting a podcast. It's kind of weird. It feels really weird that this is just lemonade. But that's what we're doing. That's what I have to keep doing. The show must go on. I can't end because I can't drink. You guys can still drink, right? I'm still going to have sips of my thing. You can still drink with me. I'm just not going to get goofy. It sucks. I do love having an ice cold beer, man. Especially, oh my God. When I worked outside during the summer, there was nothing. It was the cream soda of the day was coming home and just cracking open a beer or two. I am going to miss that, to be honest. I really am going to miss that, but it's going to be for the best, and who knows? I could go back in 6 months or something, and I could have turned things around. I'm getting all my nutrients and my vitamins, and I'm eating better, and the intermittent fasting thing I'm talking about the other day, as far as my diet, that's the diet I'm going to do. That's out the window. It's pretty much just moving. It's just doing fruits and vegetables and meat. No cheese. I'm cutting out cheese, which really sucks. I do love cheese too, like a lot. But yeah, I'm trying to change a couple of things here, which is going to be for the better. And like I said, who knows? In 6 months, they might be like, "You're good. You're so much better than you were." And as you guys know, I really didn't drink that much lately anyway. It was once a week. Sometimes two. But it was usually just once a week, which really isn't bad. It was actually kind of embarrassing. It was so bad, I guess, the damage I have done over the years that can be corrected. I'm not fucking gonna croak or anything. But she asked me before she did the blood work, she's like, "Did you drink that morning?" And I said, No, I don't drink in the morning. Like, it would be on a weekend and it would be at nighttime. Like, I don't drink the first thing Monday morning. Like, no, I don't. I didn't. But the fact that she had to ask me in an embarrassing way, I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, how bad is this? What damage did I do way back when? Like, obviously a lot, because it's got to the point they're like, "Hang on, bro. Give your body a second." But for now, yeah, like I said, I'm planning on it being forever, but who knows? In a couple of months, I might be able to crack a cold one every single weekend. I would be fine with that. And that's really not... If you tell that to any professional that deals with, like, drug and alcohol abuse, once a week is like child's play. That's nothing. You're not addicted. But yeah, I would like to get back to that point. That's kind of my goal, but I'm just going to go ahead and say forever. I would like to get back to a once a week basis. And I'll stick to that, you know, like cracking open a beer to do this show. That would be great. But for now, you guys take over for me. I got the pink lemonade without the vodka. If you got them, drink them. Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. I do love this lemonade, too. It's only 10 calories. It tastes so good, but it's only 10 calories. All right, moving on. Number 1. We're going to talk about a little hockey, mainly Dallas Stars hockey. My team has been on a tear the past couple of weeks, and you know, if you know our division, Dallas's division, you need to do that at some point in the season, is to go on a tear like we did, win 7 games in a row. Over our past 10, we're 8-1-1. We just lost one. I'm gonna say last night. It is past midnight technically. But we lost last night to Ottawa, which we played on back-to-back nights. They did too. But yeah, they had a little more energy than we did. I mean, we did our best to come back in the last 2 minutes. I think it was actually under a minute we scored a goal. We were only down by 1. Wasn't quite enough. It was some good fight there, man. And that's what I've seen the most out of this team, is their willingness to fight, to not give up. What was the game where we just kept going back and forth? I think it was the game before Ottawa. Was it the Rangers? I think it was the Rangers. It was like, we're down like 3-0 in the first. We come back to tie it 3-3. They go up 4-3. We come back to tie it 4-4. I mean, with time winding down. We go to overtime. We go to the shootout, and my Stars come out on top, which was... it made me so proud as a fan. It just really made me so proud to see them fight that hard, to work, to scrape and claw, to win that game, to get the 2 points. I mean, dude, I think they have to, like, as players, they probably can't focus on 2 points. You know what I mean? If you're boiling your whole game down to just 2 points, it's like, kind of feels like worthless, you know? There's no way they can think about the 2 points. It just doesn't feel like enough for the effort you're putting in, you know? For the hard ass, like, I'm going to be sore the next week because we played so hard. Like, 2 points, it's like they should have, I don't know, maybe come up with a better system. Wouldn't it feel cooler to have 10 points for a win, 5 points for a loss? I don't know. I'm trying to change the whole system. I shouldn't. They've got it all worked out. But 2 points just seems like a lot to, you know. But, you know, that's how the league is. If you don't want the 2 points, you don't have to have it. You can play like shit and not get the 2 points. But no, we didn't do that. We played very hard. I'm very proud of the boys. Jamie Benn doing what he does, setting an example for the other guys to follow. He's just been scoring like crazy. I mean, and making it look effortless sometimes. It's insane. Robertson, too, on that shootout goal. Dude, I didn't even see him shoot the puck. It was so smooth. He, like, hypnotized me. And obviously the goalie, too, because he scored the goal. It's like hypnotizing, coming down the ice with that puck. And, I mean, before you know it, it's off his stick in the back of the net. Like, it's not a big wind-up to take a shot. It's not like a shoulder move. Like, it's like he almost doesn't move, and he's taking a shot. It's weird, you know? And it obviously is hard for the goalie to catch up with because he scored. You're used to, like, looking for body language, I'm sure. You know, everybody's going to try to fake and lift the skate like I'm going to take a big wrister and put the skate back down. It's like, those body language things, but it's like, you can kind of prepare for that, I feel like, a little bit better. You're lifting the skate like you're going to take a wrist shot. Okay, I'm ready for a wrist shot. If you don't move your body at all, like, I don't know which direction you're shooting. I don't know when you're shooting. And if your shot is that smooth, I didn't see you shoot. But yeah, my Dallas Star has been on a tear. We need to do that, especially in our division. I mean, it's tight quarters, man. It's assholes and elbows. You reverse it, you flip that around, you lose 7 games in a row, you're in big trouble in this division. So yeah, that's going well, man. 8-1-1 in the past 10 games. I'm really happy about that. No excuses for losing against Ottawa, but it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. We played on back-to-back nights. They played on back-to-back nights. You can't really use that as an excuse. They just had a better game than we did. That's basically what it boils down to, which is, it's going to happen. But overall, man, this point in the season, I'm super happy with my Stars. Detroit, the Red Wings, are all of a sudden in the mix. I guess they signed McClellan to be their head coach, which you might recognize him from being a longtime coach in San Jose. Who else? Oh yeah, the St. Louis Blues. It looks like Monty has the St. Louis Blues trending in the right direction. That's going to be, they could come in and cause some problems. Which I was looking at the record for Boston. There's got to be more to Monty leaving Boston or something, because their record really, they would have been in the playoffs. They weren't doing great. They weren't going to be first place in the division or the league or anything, but they were in good position to make it to the playoffs, and then they let Monty go. And, that probably lit a fire under him. He's like, okay, I'm going to the playoffs. I'm going to make any team I'm a part of go to the playoffs. And St. Louis looks good now. All of a sudden, when they were they could fall out of playoff contention, they're all of a sudden back in it. So yeah, really smart. And I've always said this. I love Monty as a coach. I don't know if he'll ever win the Stanley Cup as a head coach. I hope he does. 1 year, 1 season, at least. Just because I like his strategy, his style. I think him and the players get along really well. He's not dogging them or anything. But yeah, I think he's a great coach, man, and he's going to get what he deserves one of these seasons. I don't know when. Better watch out, man. It might be this season. St. Louis might come out of nowhere. You never know. You just never know. But I don't like him being in my division, coaching in my division. Like I said, he's a good coach. I think he's going to do great things. So yeah, we'll kind of see what happens there. It's league is changing. I just don't, like I said, I don't understand why they got rid of him when they really weren't playing horrible. They would have been in the playoffs. But anyway, not my decision. As they say, not my monkeys, not my circus. Let's see I want to know where Detroit's at now. One in the Atlantic Division, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. Yeah, they're gonna have to play a lot better than that to make it. But it's a start. You got to start somewhere. What have they won? 6 in a row, 7 in a row. The Red Wings, that's pretty good. The Blues, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th place behind the Avalanche in the Central Division, creeping their way up a little bit. But yeah, that's a little around the NHL. We're going to go over to the NFL, which I did get a chance to see the Baltimore game. That was fun. I got a chance to see Steelers fans fighting each other after their loss, which I always think is funny. You know, as if like fighting each other is going to correct the scoreboard. And also, why are we fighting each other? Like we wanted the same thing, didn't we? We wanted our team to win. I think, I think Americans, when it comes to football, are trying to like prove something. They're trying to prove that they're crazier than the soccer fans around the world that riot in stadiums. And like, I get it, sports is like a huge thing, like you get your team, you get invested, you start to take it personal. But I'm trying to think of a game I went to where we lost. I mean, pick any Dallas Mavericks game in the 90s that I went to, and it was probably a loss. But I mean, I guess there wasn't a lot of pride there. It was just like well known that we weren't good. Stars game, I mean, I guess I was a kid when we would lose to like Detroit. They come into the town, and it was kind of a rivalry in a way. I always saw it as a rivalry. We would lose those games. I mean, I didn't see people fight, like Stars fans fighting each other after that. Cowboys game, I'm sure I've been to a losing Cowboys game before. I didn't see anybody fighting. It's just weird. I'll never understand that. Like, it's something that's so out of your control on so many levels: ownership, management, head coaching, players on the team. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different variables. It's like, why are you fighting about it? It doesn't make any sense. It's not going to change anything. Beating up a fellow Steelers fan, it actually might make you feel worse after it's all said and done. You're just like, well, it should have been a different fan. I don't know. It just seems dumb to fight over football, like fist fight. I get it. People get in arguments. People get in heated arguments. That's probably where it comes from, the fist fighting. And eventually someone's had enough. Yeah, I don't know, man. So let's go over some NFL scores, wild card rounds. You got the Texans over the Chargers. Watched a little bit of that game. Ravens over the Steelers. Admittedly, too, I'm not justifying them fighting, but admittedly, the Steelers did have a dog shit game. Like, it really made them look like they weren't even supposed to be there. They had a terrible game. Like, the score 28-14. That wasn't what most of the game told me about these two teams. Most of the game told me that the Ravens control the ball and you can't have it to score. And before you knew it, it was out of reach. I mean, the Steelers couldn't do shit. I didn't see this one. Bills over the Broncos. I mean, I kind of could have predicted that one. 31-7. Eagles over the Packers. 22-10. I actually did see some. It wasn't a fight. It was, of course, an Eagles fan. He called, some guys like recording. And he called some guy's wife, who's a Green Bay fan. He's a Green Bay fan, the guy behind the camera. He called somebody's wife a name. And so the guy turns to him, the husband turns to him, is like, hey, you don't have to call her that. And then he calls her the same name, but calls her ugly in it. And that was pretty much where the video ended. Luckily, it didn't escalate further than that. But, yeah, the Eagles fan was totally content being shitty and talking shit. I mean, what does that have to do with football anyway? Calling somebody's wife ugly? Well, I mean, if you want to know, he called her an ugly, dumb cunt the second time. What is that going to accomplish? Honestly, like, it's not going to give your team any more motivation because she's wearing a different jersey than you. You're just going to degrade. It's just stupid, man. I get it. Like shit talking like, your team sucks. So what about your secondary? Have you even, that kind of stuff? Totally understandable. When it gets personal for no reason, like, that's not going to change the game. And they won. What a sore winner. They won the game, and he's still calling people names like that. It's like, I don't get it. And the video said, find this guy. Twitter, help me find this guy. It's like, what? And do what? Cookies are done. It's like, find the guy and do what? The police can't do anything. He called your wife a name. That's freedom of speech. Is he a douchebag for doing it? Of course. Of course he's a douchebag for doing it. But I still believe in his speech, his freedom of speech to do that. But yeah, it's like kind of blown out of proportion at this point. Find this guy. It's like, okay, what are you going to do once you find him? He's not going to get fired from his job. They're probably going to think it was funny. His wife's not going to give a shit because she hates football. Like, what are you going to do to the guy? Unless you plan on, like, finding him and beating him up, which I don't. If you're going to do that, I doubt you would post it all over social media that you need to find this guy. I mean, you're the number one suspect at that point, right? I made a video saying, find this guy. He ends up beat up. Who are they going to think did it first? And it's just not even worth it. What, catching a charge for a football game? Like, there's so many more reasons that I would fight somebody other than a football game or a hockey game or a baseball game. Like, there's real reasons to fight, and then there's made-up reasons to fight. In the NFL, the NHL, that's very made-up reasons to fight, So anyway, Eagles come out on top in that one. 22-10. Oh, I need some lemonade over here. Commanders over the Buccaneers, 23-20. Didn't watch that game. So look, two of our divisional foes are now out of the wild card round. And we're not going to figure it out. The Cowboys are not going to figure it out what we need to do to even make it to that point. We're not going to get it. Jerry Jones isn't going to get it. So one last game in the wild card round. This is the Vikings versus the Rams. It's hard to believe that the Vikings are in a wild card game when they did play so well this season. They played really well. Let's see. Who was it? Yeah, it's the Lions, man. Lions at 15-2, Vikings at 14-3. It's crazy that you can only lose 3 games in the season and still end up in the wild card round. But I mean, I'll tell you who I think is going to win that game. It's going to be the Vikings. The Rams, I don't even know where they placed. Where are you, Rams? I don't know. I don't see. First place in the. Wow. So that's a little more insulting to win your division and still have to play in the wild card round, but their record just shows 10-7. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be crazy. I mean, miracles have happened before. I'm not seeing it. I don't think it's going to happen. They're not going to beat the Vikings. So, divisional round, they do have some posted up already. You got the Texans versus the Chiefs. This is probably where the Texans season ends. You got the Lions versus the Commanders. You know who I'm going for, and it ain't the Commanders. You got the Eagles to be determined against somebody. You got the Ravens, Bills. Dude, that's going to be a phenomenal game. I cannot wait to watch that one. That's going to be great. So, yeah, I have anything else to talk about? It's around the NFL. The world's going crazy. It's been crazy. Still more drones in the sky / UFOs. Fires happening, which is very, I don't know, what I've seen, very suspicious. It just almost seems like too perfect of conditions. It's like the wind picked up in a way that like made the fire the hottest it could be. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said last week with my weather conspiracy, I think we've been in a weather war for longer than we know. And the reason we don't know is because it's not traceable. You can't point any fingers. You can't say China did it. We don't know where the tornado came from. We don't know where the fires came from. They just started. It's all natural. Man, it's all nature made it happen. I almost said man-made, but that's the opposite. But that's the weird thing about it. Is it man-made? I don't know. I'm just ready for all this shit to come to light. I saw a few names that really made me sad. You know, this whole like Epstein list and Diddy party and all this and that. I saw a couple of names that really made me sad the other day. And this isn't confirmed. They're, you know, not officially a part of it until they are named officially, I guess. But I saw the name of Robin Williams. Might have been one of the ones, you know, doing some shit they shouldn't be doing, which is really sad because I've always loved Robin Williams, and that's not confirmed. I'm not like what do you call it, defaming him. Is that the right word? I don't even know. The other name I saw was Denzel Washington. It's this girl, Allie. I think it's Allie Carter. Is it Allie Carter? I can't remember if Carter's her last name. But basically, she was a part of this like ring of sex trafficking growing up, and now she's exposing everybody. She has names on a list, on an affidavit, and I mean, it's being investigated. Denzel Washington was the name I saw. I'm like, no, I fucking love Denzel Washington as an actor. But if it's true, I mean, he should fucking rot in hell like the rest of them, man. As much as I do love his acting, it's like, fuck him. If he's doing that kind of shit. She was seen in a video at some kind of, this Allie Carter. I think that's her name. Hold on, I gotta tell you for sure. Is it Carter? Yeah, Allie Carter. I mean, you look up that name and you'll find the videos. But yeah, she was a whole part of the whole thing. And there was like some red carpet celebrity movie event, and Will Smith's doing an interview, and guess who's like behind her? It looked like to me as a date, it was Little Miss Allie Carter, which is like, oh my God, now she's exposing all this stuff and all this nasty shit they did to not only her but other people. And it's like, I'm ready. I'm just so ready, man. I'm so ready for the names to come out, and I want every single person involved. I don't know. They should pay huge consequences. And it's really sad to think that you can have so much money in the world to where you can get convicted for something like that and they'll sentence you to prison, but it's in your house. And it's like, that's bullshit, dude. You gotta serve your sentence in the comfort of your own fucking home. You get to sleep in your own fucking bed, watch your own TV. That's bullshit. It should be a cold slab of concrete jail cell with a leaky faucet that won't let you get any sleep and keeps you up all night and makes you think about the horrific shit you did throughout your life. It's just the whole web of people, and I'm ready for it to be exposed. I want to know every single person. You're starting to hear names, and yeah, man, let's fucking get them. Let's get them as the good guys in the world, as the people who would never do shit like that. Let's get them. You know what I mean? So on that positive, depressing note, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for listening. The first non-drinking episode of the year. It's going to be this way for a while, but you guys can hold it down for me. You guys that are a little bit more healthy than me can hold it down. We're going to get back on track. You know, maybe I'll be cracking a cold one here in 6 months. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. If you got them, drink them. Bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. Here goes my pink lemonade. I will say, that does go down a lot smoother. I can drink like something without liquor a lot faster than I can something with liquor. Or even beer. It's so cold and bubbly. Anyways, that's it for me. As always, don't drink and drive. Treat yourself to an Uber. Treat yourself to a Lyft. Treat yourself to a DoorDash. Treat yourself to a bottle of pink lemonade instead of that booze, buddy. I just want you all to be safe out there. I love you all. I will talk to you next week. Happy 7-year anniversary to me. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye!